Hangout is on air live. Hello, everybody. Just gonna be here drawing. This isn't gonna be a very terribly talkative stream, probably. I've got a commission to do of 3 Sith heads. 3 dark. Oh shoot! Where did I put my markers? This is actually a color commission. There we go. Right. This will be a full color commission, so I need to have my markers. Actually, that means I also have to draw with regular pencil. That means I can grab one of my new pencils because it's already got regular lead in it. I'll just slide this out. Oh. Oops, something going on with my phone. There we go. Righty tighty, lifty loosey. Here we go, keeping it juicy. Oh, it doesn't fit anymore. Whatever. Okay, and my eraser is over here. And darn it, this new monitor actually blocks a lot of my sunlight, so I'm actually gonna have to use some artificial lighting here. And I think I'm just gonna pull the paper out of the pad. Why? Focus is weird. Focus. Oh my gosh, dude. What is up with your lack of focus? I find your lack of focus disturbing. How about that? I could turn this light on too. That might help. I am going to pull this page out. Darn it. I wonder if I have some paper that does not have printed on it already. What size is this? Wrong size. 1x14. Watercolor paper. You know what? I'll just use the backside. I hate to waste perfectly good lined paper. But this is full color, so I don't want these blue markings on the page, so I will draw on the backside of this lovely Strathmore paper. Here we have it. Okay then, let's see. I'm going to need the ruler. Where's my ruler? This is what happens when your wife cleans your office while you're gone. You wonder where everything is. Right, so let us find a center line. So 16 and there we go. And let's find a baseline here. Nice 2-inch baseline at the bottom. 2 inches on the top. Oh, what is that? This better be a clean ruler. Nothing worse than like working on a piece of art and then like you put your ruler down and it's got flipping schmutz on it. Ugh. What is buzzing? Why am I buzzing? I am buzzing for the tweeters. The tweeters. Someone is on the tweeters buzzing me. Messages. All right, I'm going to kind of grid this out a little tiny bit. Nothing terribly rigid. Just I want this to balance as a piece. So I should have some sense of uniformness. Okay then. Actually, I don't really need to do this, but I'm going to anyways. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, this is terrible. I gotta get my kids out of bed. Can't believe they're still asleep. It's noon. Hey! Hey! It's noon. How are you all still in bed? Get up, now. Isaac, how are you still asleep? You're never asleep this long. You're the one I count on to get up early. Right here. Let's see. Let's go to YouTube. And mute. And then pop out the shot. What is the deal? Pop out chat. Okay. 19 viewers. That's fine. What's up, everyone? Aloha. Speaking of focus, just hung lights for the Christmas carol. Oh yeah, we gotta go get a tree. Why don't my ads show up before your videos? I don't know. You're targeting me for advertisement? Right. So I need. Let's see what I need. Darth Vader is going to be in the middle. Now, do I want an up shot or a down shot? Kind of want a down shot. I do kind of want a down shot. No, still on. Sorry, this is me looking for reference. It's going to take a minute. Okay, we'll do this one. We'll do this. And then I'll have to open up the chat on this window instead. Events. Live control room. Full baked chat. Ooh, gosh, why is the text so small on this? The six-pack samurai spends a lot of time at the gym. Ha ha ha. Okie doke. Okie dokie, me pokies. Now, where is the. There it is, Google Hangouts. Right. How is everyone doing this fine afternoon? I kind of feel like listening to some talk radio. You think I'll get a copyright strike for that? I haven't listened to talk radio in a while. Trump's current tweet is savage. All right, you just convinced me to turn on savage. Let me see. I have not listened to talk radio in forever. And now I'm going to. And you're all going to listen to it with me. Because I think Savage is on right now. Since you just mentioned Trump and Savage, it felt like a sign.
With your Mayo Clinic Radio Health Minute, I'm Ben Stoda. Each year, more than 1 million Americans limp to the doctor with sprained ankles. Among high school athletes, it's the #1 reported injury. But at any age, a single misstep is enough to pull your foot under and twist the joint inward.
You are our talk radio? Yeah, but I can't just sit here talking all day long. Because my voice starts to get a little weary.
Foot and ankle surgeon Dr. Glenn Shore says if pain persists more than 2 days, see a doctor. Better to avoid the injury entirely if possible. Dr. Shore's top tips: be more aware of your foot placement on uneven ground. Be active and build strength for better foot control. And whatever your
activity, have room for the other two here. Yeah.
Stretching often conditions us and prepares us for events such as running, jogging, changing directions. We really need to keep ourselves.
Thing is, Darth Vader's helmet is so bloody wide. Merc Radio, yeah, which means you get a whole lot of commercials.
My story begins with debt, a lot of debt, credit card debt, and I heard a commercial for Trinity. I gave them a call.
If you're in debt and you need help, call Trinity at 1-800-363-5137.
When I first called, I was a little embarrassed and kind of ashamed, and I looked at the numbers and I saw how quickly that astronomical debt.
There isn't supposed to be politics in comics. Away. No politics. Yeah, that's not my rule. I said no identity politics. I'm very specific about. I'm very politically minded, so
let them put together a program and see how affordable and easy it is.
I never felt comfortable with that definition. No politics at all. That's silly. I mean, everything in life is political, or can be made to be political.
Bob from Scranton, you're on the air. Hi, Ted. Love the show. Long time listener.
I haven't heard Rush since I don't know when. Yeah, it's been a while. Draw shirtless mall.
There is, Ted.
Shirtless
I recently
mall.
lost a very big part of my life. You've been together a long time. Since college. This is for my belly, my paunch, my spare tire. I know we had some good times. God knows I'll never forget that night in Albuquerque with the burrito.
It's never easy to lose something that's been such a huge part of you, Bob. Where'd the magic go?
Well, I'd recently begun taking the stairs more and more instead of the elevator, and then we started seeing less and less of each other. One day, it was just gone.
Small step number 67. Take the stairs instead of the elevator or escalator. It's just one of the many.
If you guys have any questions I can answer, then it would be easier for me. Because I am in drawing mode, so which means thinking mode, which means I'm usually better just having something to listen to rather than talking myself.
I'm African American, just like you.
So here's the low monthly
identity politics
we promised, and here's where they triple.
The rest of this stuff is just here to make sure that we get your house when you can't pay us back.
What a lovely house.
Predatory lenders are never this easy to spot. Call us at 866-222-FAIR and protect yourself with the facts. A public service announcement brought to you by the National Fair Housing Alliance and the Ad Council. Talk Radio 560 KSFO, the voices you know. Sussman and Green, Rush, Savage, Mark Levin, Dave Ramsey, and Sean Hannity, all on one station. Talk Radio 560 KSFO. Talk Radio 560 KSFO.
Yes, this is a commission. This is a commission I got a while ago, and just I want to get it to him before Christmas, so here I go.
Radio talk show, the Savage Nation, home of orders, language, culture, and here he is, author of Stop Mass Hysteria, Michael Savage.
December 7th, 1941.
Which will live in infamy.
United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
Can you spot the SJWs at cons in Japan?
Dr. Savage, he
like here, are there even? I didn't notice any except for there might have been some.
It begins on January 7th, 2019, but
who were guests.
You can start getting it early. Yes, you can start it now. And also pick up a copy of Dr. Savage's latest New York Times bestseller. It's called Stop Mass Hysteria. You can get it for someone on your gift list this holiday season. Welcome, Lou Pate here with you. Glad to be back.
I've never heard of Lou Pate.
We encourage you to take part in the show at 855-400-SAVAGE, 855-400-7282. You heard the voice there of former President Franklin Delano Roosevelt when Pearl Harbor was attacked, December 7th, 1941, 77 years to the day. Over 2,400 Americans lost their lives that Sunday morning in Pearl Harbor.
He's not actually to lay the table across from him, but he's yeah.
Gave their lives
that was Mike.
Those who served, and then truly kicked off the greatest generation. Ending with the funeral we saw the other day of George H.W. Bush, laid to rest in Houston just yesterday. The very poignant, very powerful statement made by Kansas Senator Bob Dole when he managed to stand up from his wheelchair with the assistance of an aide and give a final salute to his friend and his colleague and former competitor on the political stage throughout his life. But in the end, they were good friends. That showed so much character by Bob Dole. It was such a powerful moment. And you know, moving forward in America, I hope we can see more of that coming from the younger generations. But men of this character, the character of George.
You can disagree with EBS about politics in comics and still be cool with him because you're not a weirdo like the bunny. The bunny. The bunny. Oh, the bunny. Yeah.
Eric Swalwell or Republican Senator Jeff Flake.
Well, I'm not talking about doing ham-fisted political stuff in my comics. I just think politics is such a part of the world that it's kind of hard to get away from it. You know.
And they laughed and they mocked. So look at those powerful images from earlier.
We'll see what people think
and I commend
when they get the books in hand.
For putting that together and the organizers that helped them. No one does it like America, I'll tell you, when we lay our leaders to rest, whether you were on one side of the aisle or the other, like the man or the woman or not, doesn't matter. No one does it like America does, and that was truly on display. And Bob Dole, without saying a word, gave an incredibly powerful message. The man can't even stand from a wheelchair, from those of you who know. Helped him up, but then he stood for a shining moment and saluted his friend, and everybody should go online and find that out. But now that the smoke has cleared from the presidential funeral of George H.W. Bush, life goes on, and the political arrows come out less than one day later. We are waiting here on the Savage Nation for a report to come out from Robert Mueller. He's facing a deadline today. He's not doing it because he wants to.
I feel like I'm so out of the political sphere because I used to pay attention all the time. Like every day I listen to talk radio and now I'm like trying to be the talk radio, like you said, and it's hard.
I'll tell you right here.
Hard to find the time.
If there was anything there to be heard, anything that would hurt Trump,
here I am.
Trust me, as close as Mueller has kept his cards to his vest, there's nothing there. It would have leaked out. It definitely would have leaked out. But we will be on the air live when this information comes down, and Team Savage, Jim and Clint will be working hard to give that information to me, and I will convey it to you. What is going to happen? What do you think?
80s comics had politics that were even-handed, didn't strawman the other side's position. Those are the stories I like. They present an idea to you instead of telling you what to think. Yeah, and that's the thing is like, even if you're writing characters you're writing characters that you disagree with, you have to be true to the characters. You can't do a cartoon version of the characters or the political position with which you disagree. It's just bad writing. So, like, I have some left-wing characters in Lone Star, and I try to write them as true to their, to what they would be like in real life. Not some silly propagandistic cartoon version of leftists, you know?
It's a huge organization.
Because, everybody believes they're right. Nobody's a cartoon villain. And writing cartoon villains, even in comic books, is just lazy writing. The people on the left do it too much, and I don't want people on the right to be guilty of the same thing.
Reports that have come out have worked.
Otherwise it's just propaganda. And at that point, go freaking write propaganda.
Try to get to Trump. When this story broke yesterday, I thought, really? That's all you have? Are you painting this as Donald Trump knew about this? It's a huge club. It's a huge organization. I'd like to go into the homes of every politician, Democrat and Republican. I'd like to go into the homes of every media elitist out there and see their nannies, see their housekeepers, see their chefs, and all of these people who are being critical of Trump because someone managed to dig up 2 illegal workers at one of his clubs, one of his private clubs.
At a club? What?
I'd like to see how many of them have illegals working in their home. It is truly a joke, but nobody wants to fix the issue of immigration. And I ask you, the Savage Nation listeners, how do you fix it? Well, one thing that's been thrown around, and I'm in favor of it, is should we suspend immigration? There's been talk that Donald Trump is in favor of doing this, but should we suspend immigration?
No.
Know your history. He who ignores history is doomed to repeat it. Mass migration from Europe.
So with purple hair screaming at the sky.
2.5, 3 million people came through Ellis Island. They shut down.
Not quite. Not quite. You don't necessarily have to illustrate the worst versions of the people who you disagree with either. So not quite.
To Ellis Island in the early 1900s, and the migrants coming up from the South today is. My ancestors weren't looking for anything, okay? They came to Ellis Island just hoping to get into the country and be fortunate enough to start a new life in this grand place called America. They didn't come in saying, give me this, give me that, demanding health care, demanding communication devices. There's no cell phones there at that point, obviously. Demanding housing. They were just happy to, number one, survive the arduous journey across the ocean, 3 weeks, a month and a half, sometimes it would take, in the most squalid conditions. And they were just happy to survive and be here and gain entry into the country. So it's amazing. It's amazing that this is going on because the Democrats sing the praises of Ellis Island, but they don't know the history of Ellis Island. Because
Bob Dole likes funeral potlucks. This is something Bob Dole does.
Of what the Democrats are saying they want from these illegals.
Who's it? Norm Macdonald did the best Bob Dole in Saturday Night Live way back in the day.
And all through southern parts of Arizona. So they sing the praises of something for which they do not know the history of.
God bless everyone, especially America. What are we listening to? I don't know the guy's name. He's filling in for Dr. Michael Savage.
They would say it was some type of human rights violation. So it is truly an amazing phenomenon, the hypocrisy we see there. So I ask you, the Savage Nation listeners, they're going after Trump with immigration because they found 2 maids working at his Bedminster plant. We have Robert Mueller and what Donald Trump calls the witch hunt going after him now. We're going to get information on Manafort, but we know his crimes are mostly technical mail fraud, tax fraud dating back to 2006. And then the early
tax fraud. The funny thing about tax fraud is the tax code is so convoluted. Hello. Can I help you?
Boy, over at fake news, CNN, MSNBC, and ABC, and CBS, they jumped all over that. What does that mean? How did he help out? Well, I'll tell you this. There was nothing for Flynn to help.
Nah, don't worry about it. This roof's brand new, actually. Yeah, this whole side of the house, the roof is brand new. No, don't worry. Thanks, man. Yeah, not right now, man. Thanks.
Or somebody filed something incorrectly, but a smoking gun that would lead to
We're about to see Mike get shot.
which is their dream. It's
how long do you think it will take for you to roll out your full cast for Blacklist Universe? Oh, jeez. That's a good question. That should take years, man. It should take years. Hopefully, the honest answer is hopefully never. Hopefully, it never ends. Hopefully, it just always grows. But the ones that I have in mind now, for up through like I have a story arc called Harmony. I don't know, 5 to 10 years, I think. 5 to 10 years. That's my for my initial run, I guess you could say.
Two big lobbying firms in Washington.
Yeah, I got a lot of things. Got lots of things in mind. So.
Something that everybody has been screaming about. Why isn't Hillary Clinton being investigated? Why isn't Tony Podesta, who was her campaign manager, who made $35 million in 2015 from business dealings with Russia, that he left off of his application paperwork when he became campaign manager, something which is illegal? Why don't we hear about Joe Biden's son being on the board of directors of a Ukraine oil company? All of this stuff should be investigated. And of course, the selling, the pay-for-play, Hillary Clinton allegedly as Secretary of State selling her influence. Are we going to hear from Robert Mueller today? Do you think he's going to lay out Hillary Clinton's crimes? But it says something more. Now that he...
Oh, Ray Thulu, I am 100% with you, man. I freaking miss Dennis Miller so much. I used to listen to him all the time. And then I just kind of stopped for a while, and then I went back to listen to him again, and he was gone, and I was devastated. Like, man, he was so good. So entertaining. He's not the most conservative guy on the planet, but he's just so even keel about so much stuff.
Look, I recommended this. Look into
that bummed me out.
Or is he a straight up shooter? I don't
homework.
Think
what are you doing?
Shooter. I think it's a distraction.
Do your homework.
Your phone calls,
why are your eyes all puffy?
And then the issue of William Barr.
Oversleeping?
Trump
I think that's the problem.
Today as the Attorney General for the United States.
All right, so now I need Darth. Whoop.
Mommy.
No, Mommy's not here. Is Lone Star at the printer? Curious, Lone Star is not at the printer. My letterer had some stuff he wanted to go over with me and didn't want to bother me with it while I was in Japan. And so now I addressed all the stuff yesterday. I should be getting a make ready from him today. And I'm just waiting for that. Actually, let me ping him about it while we're here.
It's an amazing step over the line or back into the swamp.
And then to the printer. Yeah, so that's why I was a little flustered yesterday, because it was not done. But I'm actually glad he waited, because there were some things that needed to be fixed. Some corrections. Not everything.
The Savage Nation is sponsored by Swiss America, the only company I trust with my financial future.
So, yeah.
Or Swiss America.
Are you taking Viagra and tired of paying $50 per tablet? Marley Drug has generic Viagra for just $10 per tablet. $10 for generic Viagra is a savings of $40 per dose. Call now and get free shipping on 10 tablets or more.
And then let me see. I need the Darth.
Marley Drug is a North Carolina pharmacy.
Let me see if Darth Revan is going to look right on this.
For information, go to marleygenerics.com or call us at 800-457-1681. That's 800-457-1681.
Images.
This is the Savage Nation. This is Michael Savage, and I'm really excited to tell you about my daily podcast.
Yeah, maybe I'll do them all in hoods, so it's a lot of black.
Naked commentary and stories covering everything from politics.
What do you think? Should I do the hoods, or should I just do Darth Maul's spiky head?
Stay tuned for Savage Unleashed.
$10 genetic.
Westwood One Podcast Network.
With exclusive delivery through DoorDash, my new deli trio and turkey bacon and
What do you guys think? Hood or? If I do the hood, then it's going to be lots and lots of black, and it'll look more consistent, I think, if they're in the hoods.
Why am I eating? While juggling chores? While juggling chainsaws.
Gosh, Ray was so young back then.
While wrestling a grumpy bear. So Panito, try my new Panitos today. Only a Jack in the Box. Limited time only at participating restaurants. Terms and restrictions apply.
North Pole Hotline, Princess Claus here. Help, I'm losing sleep over what to get everyone on my list. Rest assured, Old Navy's got you covered. Old Navy? Yep, the entire store is on sale. The entire store? Yes, get up to 60%.
Is Elijah out of bed?
Up to 60% off the entire store?
Go make sure Elijah's out of bed.
$7 and sweaters from $12. I'm not gonna sleep on that. I need it now. Buy online and pick up in store for free. Time to rise and shine. Holiday your heart out with up to 60% off at Old Navy and OldNavy.com. Now $12.
Who will be the third Sith? Is Darth Revan?
This is Belinda Collins, live on the scene of a recent
That was the request. He said I could do Kylo Ren if I didn't want to do Darth Revan, but
A bolt of lightning slams into the apartment, blowing out the TV and surround sound.
Anything you could have done to help?
Ma'am, I'm a foldable table, not an electrician.
Your TV tray can't help you in a lightning storm, but the Geico Insurance Agency can help you get covered for personal property damage. Go to geico.com to see how affordable renter's insurance can be.
Progressive presents Get Pumped. Inspiration to help you do insurance stuff.
Okay, time out. You're gonna let your budget be the boss of you? Take control with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Tell us what you want to pay for car insurance, and we'll help you find options that fit your budget. Here's some music to get you pumped. Da-dum, 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 dang, dang. I hear your budget laughing at you. Oh, wait, that's just...
do them all with the hood down then.
Ignore
them. Why? Darth Binks. I do Binks like what do you call it? Photo bombing the image.
Service and finance agreements required. $279.99 down plus 30 per month times 24. Full price $999.99. 0% APR for well qualified buyers plus tax on full price.
I follow Paulo Pantaleno on Instagram, and he's doing some awesome work. Looking forward to him working on God's Sword in the future. Yeah, me too. I really wish he would freaking do it now. Kind of bugging me. He hasn't worked on it yet.
It was to save hundreds of dollars on my car
of course, we don't have the script yet. I gotta bug Ben about that too.
What's this button do? What's this button do?
That is a problem when you're counting on other people. It means you have to wait on other people to get stuff done. It's kind of annoying.
When it comes to costly car repairs, you need options. You can't sacrifice your family's safety on the road by bargain hunting for the best deal. And that's why you need extended vehicle protection from CarShield. You see, CarShield makes the process of fixing your car for a covered repair very easy. You can choose your favorite mechanic or dealership. They can do the work. It's your choice. They also provide 24/7 roadside assistance and the rental car while yours is being fixed for free. Did you hear me? So listen, if your car has 5,000 to 150,000 miles, it doesn't mean you have to pay high repair bills. CarShield administrators have paid out close to $2 billion in claims, and they're ready to help you get for real. Save yourself thousands in future car repairs. Get covered by the ultimate and extended vehicle protection. Just call 800-CAR-6100, code SAVAGE, or go to carshield.com, code SAVAGE, and you'll save 10%. 800-CAR-6100, code SAVAGE, or carshield.com, code SAVAGE, and you'll save 10%. A deductible may apply.
Michael Savage, weekdays from noon to 3 on Talk Radio 560. KSFO.
Welcome back to the Savage Nation. Luke Page filling in for Dr. Savage. He'll be back next week. And as I always tell you, it is a must-read. Go to michaelsavage.com for the latest news and headlines. Download the Savage podcast. Yes, you can start right now. You don't have to wait until January 7th. And, of course, pick up a copy of Dr. Savage's latest New York Times bestseller. It's called Stop Mass Hysteria. It's a perfect gift for Christmas, for Hanukkah, great stocking stuffer as well.
Who is Kevin O'Leary? I don't know. He's just filling in. Jesus.
Attorney General. And I just want to let you know, back in 91, when he was nominated by President Bush for 41,
Hello.
2 days of questioning, he sailed through confirmation with flying colors. Now, all of a sudden, because it's Trump nominee, the same guy, Schumer's against. They're all going against him.
Not too much.
It's going to be a vote down party lines. He'll still get confirmed, but they're going to do to him, not as bad as what they did to Kavanaugh. But all of a sudden, people who were for him 92 are now against him. The chief of staff of the White House, John Kelly, it was reported just before the start of this show, was interviewed by special counsel Robert Mueller's team. This is just in recent months. And now there are reports that John Kelly is going to be leaving as chief of staff. Some reports say that could happen as soon as this afternoon. Now, why is he leaving? Has he had disagreements with Donald Trump? Is he just burnt out? Did he speak? I'm speculating on this. Did he speak with Robert Mueller and not tell the president that he was going to do that, and the president found out later? All we can do is speculate. We don't know. But we have been down this road before. We've heard on, half a dozen occasions over the last year or so that Chief of Staff of the White House, John Kelly, will be leaving as soon as today. We've been down this road before. So we'll know it when it happens. So keep an eye on John Kelly. But he did speak with Mueller investigators. They did question John Kelly in the obstruction probe. Truly amazing. 855-400-SAVAGE, 855-400-7282. My name is Lou Pate. Your call's coming up here on the Savage Nation.
Oh.
Join the Savage Nation.
Love it. More people. Hello. What's up, Humphrey?
855-400-7282. Savage. Bibles for America.
Sorry, man. I'm it's not that I'm really talked out, but just trying to draw, so it's hard to think. More people. I bet the third Sith is Kylo Ren. I'm just kidding. No, it's Darth Revan. Darth Revan. For those still wondering.
Go to freestudybible.com. That's
freestudybible.com.
freestudybible.com.
You know what we could do is listen to some old Art Bell stuff.
Accurate translation of scripture and comes with over 13,000 cross-references, charts, maps, and outlines of each chapter of the Bible. It truly is a Bible you can understand. Get your free copy of the New Testament Recovery Version from Bibles for America by logging on to freestudybible.com. freestudybible.com. freestudybible.com.
Taking a look at KSFO traffic, a major crash involving a big rig and multiple vehicles.
This is traffic in the Bay Area, if you're wondering, which always makes me feel nostalgic because I grew up in the Bay Area, so listening to KSFO, it's always, talking about traffic on the 880 or the, 17. And I was like, oh, I remember driving. Like, oh, yeah, southbound 101.
There's a car and a pickup truck cleared to the shoulder. Caltrans sweepers will be needed to clear some debris in lanes there, backed up from Paul Avenue in that stretch of southbound 101. Look out for some debris in Oakland Highway 13 northbound after 580. That bagged debris in the middle lane. With KSFO traffic, I'm Craig Rogers.
Daddy, delivered exclusively through DoorDash, my new panitos are the ultimate no-mess subs. So panini do eat one while resting in a comfy chair, but panini don't wrestling a grumpy bear.
Bring back Vader, get rid of Kylo. Well, Kylo's trying to be Vader, isn't he?
You gotta be so cold to make it this world. Yeah, you're unnatural, living your life cutthroat. You gotta be so cold.
What the heck am I listening to?
Alexa, play Imagine Dragons.
Okay.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get access to over 50 million songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Introducing the amazing iPhone XS you'll love on T-Mobile, the most loved in wireless. It's the perfect way to stay connected to those you heart most. Fall in love with iPhone XS.
So there's my Darth Maul. The rest of that I can just do when I use the colors. Drop them colors. Drop those colors. Drop the colors. Screw traffic in the Bay Area. Roads, lanes that change direction depending on what time. They are chaotic, man. The Bay Area, San Jose traffic is the worst. All right, then I need a good Darth Revan from the other angle.
What's up, baby? Want to listen to history? I got live learning, beautiful books inside.
And don't expect anyone to just offer you an education.
Who needs a high school diploma?
Oh my gosh, the problem with Darth Revan is they're all illustrations or cosplay. How am I going to get good reference without copying somebody's illustration? Well, here's just his helmet. Okay, I can just use his helmet. And then drop his hood over the helmet. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to reference a photograph. You don't want to reference somebody else's artwork. Yeah. Why? Huh?
Talk Radio 560 KSFO, the voices you know. Sus with a
but I'm using my phone.
Mark Levin, Dave Ramsey, and Sean Hannity.
That's a no. Did you finish the commercial? Come on, dude. We don't have time.
You're listening to Michael Savage.
Hey, guys. Come on. He needs that computer.
On Talk Radio 560 KSFO.
They're down to 6 days. 6 days! And I want to run that thing as an advertisement.
Here with you, along with Team Savage. They're working hard and doing a great job. We encourage you to take part in the conversation at 855-400-SAVAGE, 855-400-72.
So for those who don't know, Darth Revan was actually designed by a fellow named John Gallagher.
Talking about the 77th
Oh, you know what? I should share this out.
How the powers that be, the elites.
Oh yeah, and everybody, could you, if you could like it and share this out, so people know that I'm drawing here. I'm drawing.
Many other stories. If you go to michaelsavage.com for the latest headlines, and importantly, to download the Savage podcast. Yes, you can start now and not wait till January 7th, 2019, and pick up a copy of Dr. Savage's latest New York Times bestseller. It's called Stop Mass Hysteria. You can buy it for someone for this holiday season. Again, 855-400-7282 if you're so inclined to take part in the conversation. Getting back to this Mueller thing, I just wanted to clarify where this is all coming from, because this is not something that Mueller wanted to do. Okay, you have 3 new Mueller filings that will be released by 5 o'clock at the latest, possibly before. We have the luxury of being on the air.
Screw traffic in the Bay. Revan has never been in any live action, so you're kind of stuck with illustrations. Well, no, there's somebody made an actual helmet, so I can use that as reference. I'm changing the angle anyways, so.
What we are waiting on. What, if anything, does this have to do with Donald Trump? Well,
yeah, I just tagged John Gallagher, the designer, creator.
Now, a federal judge in New York had ordered that
on my Facebook
prosecutors for the
post, so
Southern District and the Special Counsel's
maybe
office
he'll pop in
have
and
until 5
check it
o'clock
out.
today to deliver the sentencing
You're
memos.
doing that wrong.
Again, they're designed to detail the former Trump lawyer Michael Cohen's cooperation, as well as the Manafort stuff as well. So that's what we have going on here. But the curveball that no one is talking about, the curveball that no one wants to talk about, is an investigation referred to the Justice Department prosecutors by Special Counsel Mueller. It was earlier this year, and then I said he stepped back, into possible criminal activity by Clinton-linked Washington insider Tony Podesta, Hillary Clinton's 2016 campaign manager, and former White House counsel Greg Craig. Say that name 3 times fast. Now, that's gaining momentum, and this is according to a new report that underscores federal authorities increasing enforcement of laws governing foreign business relationships. As I said at the top of the show, we estimate $35 million.
What up, Pete Mac? Shared. Thank you.
In Russia, are those business dealings?
Thank you for the sharing.
I'm just saying that he made $35 million.
Yeah, and there are some pretty cool cosplayers.
Why would you keep that hidden? Why isn't the media jumping all over that? But
doing some pretty cool Darth Revan stuff, so that's not a bad way to get
they're also about
reference
Dave Weber,
either.
who's a former GOP congressman from the state of Minnesota. Now you see, we have been jumping up and down.
So why am I using graphite instead of blue line as I usually do, if anyone's asking? Because you can erase graphite out from under markers usually pretty well.
Why has it been so quiet?
It's different with blue lines because A, they're blue, so it changes the color, and then B, it's it is what do you call it? It's not very erasable.
Will Mueller get involved in this? We don't know. So it's incredible to watch.
Let me go back to that other.
Asking for. Obviously, we're not seeing Hillary Clinton's name, but I think people like Podesta, if there is any there, and if you squeeze them hard enough,
where did I find that?
Will they pop?
Bloody thing.
Will they flip on Hillary Clinton? And we all like to think so. Does this change things? Because today,
where did the helmet go? There it is. All right, I found it.
By President Trump, waiting for this information to come out.
All right, so I'm gonna need some grays. Oh, what? I had other gray pens. Darn it.
I was on President Trump's.
Hold on, I gotta find my back.
Okay, I would hog-tie him with the Secret Service and take that phone away today. Make sure he didn't tweet out. He's showing his hand. He's showing his anger. Some have speculated that it's because there's rumors that some indictment might come down against Don Jr., so he's reacting like a father, things of that nature. We don't know. Again, we can only speculate until all this information comes out. If you look at what came out on Tuesday pertaining to General Flynn, I mean, everything's complete pages were redacted. There's no way to even guess as to what is underneath those lines. Comes later this afternoon, an hour and 20 minutes from right now. We know more. Will the redactions be peeled back
some grays, different
documents? Will it be those documents and more documents?
Gray, cool gray, cool gray. Yeah, this is a cool warm gray.
I stand by what I said earlier.
Cool gray, 60, 70, and 20. Let's see, I can start with some black here.
They couldn't wait to feed it to people like Representative Adam Schiff, who then runs on MSNBC or CNN or whoever's paying him, wherever he's getting his contributions there. A contributorship is the word I was looking for. But Donald Trump, I woke up this morning and you check the Twitter, see what's going on, and he was firing off with all cylinders there, going after Robert Mueller. A lot of the stuff we've heard before, witch hunt, this, that. There was a couple of things about nominating William Barr and other things in there, or normal stuff, but he was really firing on all cylinders, going after Robert Mueller today. And I just shook my head and I was like, this is when he's got to get the swamp dwellers out of there. This is when he has people around him when it comes to communications. Either they can't control him, maybe he's up there in the presidential bedroom, doing this before he comes down to meet with the staff, but Melania, someone has to stop him from doing these things because he's only hurting himself. He's only adding fuel to the fire of those who hate him, and he's basically doing the show prep for people like CNN and MSNBC, because then they could look into that and then they say, oh, he's scared or he knows something. Case in point, Clint, Jim, we're going to play clip number 2. This is John Brennan, former head of the CIA. This is John Blarney Stone Brennan because, big old Irish stereotype, looks like he's bellying up to the bar, I always say. And he hates Donald Trump. And he has been, God only knows, hopefully we'll find out in the future if he did anything behind the scenes to possibly undermine Donald Trump. But he's working now at MSNBC. And he's a truly not even an outspoken critic of Trump.
Where are my
actually can go on the View.
man?
We should fix him up with Joy Behar. This is John Brennan on MSNBC talking about Trump becoming increasingly desperate. See, when you tweet out a tweet storm and the frustration and the anger is evident, you give people like John Brennan, who I have no respect for, the opportunity to say the following.
Well, I think if you just look at his tweets and his comments and his increasingly desperate attitude, I think he has a lot to fear, which is why he continues to try to delegitimize the Mueller team's efforts and the investigation overall. So Mr. Trump knows what he has done in the past. I think he has demonstrated a lack of ethics, a lack of principle, and whether it be in his government affairs or in his private business dealings, this is something that's going to, I think, come back and haunt him.
See, now this is what the left does. This is what CNN, this is what MSNBC has been doing for ages. They, he talks. Oh, Mr. Trump knows what he has done. What has he done? Tell us, John Brennan. Put away the whiskey bottle. Come out of the bar and tell us what he's done. I want to know. Don't just throw these things out there. He says. Which is why, and I quote, which is why he continues to try and delegitimize the Mueller's team efforts. Well, wouldn't you, if somebody made up stuff about you that you stole an election? Come on, Brennan, you're as corrupt as they come. You know that you would get that information. You would lead to MSNBC as fast as you could say double shot. You know that. So why do you always keep it general? What has Trump done? Come on, you were head of the CIA. Demonstrated a lack of ethic. Back it up with something. I want to hear it. I want that red meat. But there is no red meat, okay? It's just ground up chuck.
There's no
John
there
Brennan is
there.
talking and he presents it to be a fancy steak. But based on what Donald Trump said this morning, this is what he continued to talk. Let's play clip number 3, John Brennan again.
I think Mr. Trump is seeing more and more of the walls closing in on him, which is why he is becoming increasingly desperate. But I think some of his tweets just indicate how ill-suited he is for the presidency, and also some of his handling of some of these issues, I think just demonstrates again.
I played some online Star Wars game and instantly made Darth Maul race character. Those are always my favorite part. Star Wars, Darth Maul favorite. Looks good already. Thank you.
I would say, just tell him you hate him. Say, I hate
yes,
you. I hate that you achieved more in life than I have, and nobody knows who I am. Nobody cares who I am.
70%.
And you're president of the United States.
Gray.
It would just be easier.
This is a really big step up from the previous
Not going to hear me defend
tone,
John
but
Brennan too often. Trump served him up a big meatball on that one with the tweet storm going after Robert Mueller and the investigation this morning. You know, you have to sit back once in a while. You got to cool your jets. I know it's hard. Easier said than done, Mr. President, but you have to cool your jets once in a while. Let it play out. If you had stayed quiet all day, announced the nomination of William Barr as Attorney General and Heather Nauert to be ambassador to the UN, people would be talking about that. People would be still talking about
Heather Nauert as ambassador to the UN.
We talk about the stock market was down, at the start of the show today, 652 points. People would be talking about that and just waiting. But you've given them show prep. You have given them filler to run with all day. And that was your mistake of the day. So I'm going to have them clap out the erasers after school today and write, I will not tweet at 7 a.m. anymore 1,000 times on the blackboard. 855-400-SAVAGE. My name is Lupe. This is the Savage Nation. Talking about the Robert Mueller, we're waiting on the information coming out. What do you think is going to be in these documents? If it was some type of smoking gun against the president, don't you think we would have heard it? And do you think he's going to lay out Hillary's crimes? Come on. And if true, does it make if he doesn't have anything new, does it make allegations of a witch hunt invalid? Or what do you think? Or is the possibility of probing Podesta just in smoking mirrors? 855-400-SAVAGE. My name is Luke Pate. This is the Savage Nation.
Join the Savage Nation. Call now, 855-400-SAVAGE, 855.
You guys recognize this guy's voice? Those of you who used to watch or listen to
I trust with my financial future.
Art Bell? I think that's the same dude that used to do Art Bell's announcements. West of the Rockies line, call 1-800-449-8255. East of the Rockies, call 1-800.
If a storm takes out your power, Simply Safe is ready. What if an intruder cuts your phone line? Simply Safe is ready. Say someone destroys your keypad or siren, Simply Safe will still get you the help you need. Now, here's what I love about this. Maybe it's overkill. Maybe it's the last thing you want to think about this holiday. But with Simply Safe, you're always ready, even when you're not in the house. You're listening to me for anything. They believe nothing should get between you and protecting your home and family. That's why Simply Safe doesn't cost an arm and a leg. They charge you what's fair. What's right? $14.99 a month? Are you kidding? I recommend Simply Safe to everyone that I know. And today, you could save hundreds of dollars on that protection.
Thank you. Thank you. Working on it.
So that your house may know that we sent you from the Savage Nation. We get credit if you go to SimplySafeSavage.com. Hurry, this holiday offer ends soon. SimplySafeSavage.com.
As a young boy, Gavin loved playing football.
Crimson Red and Rouge. I need a scrap paper.
While getting fitted for rifle pools, he realized he was never much good at throwing, or running, or pitching, or even kicking. Yeah, Gavin's chances of playing pro football were looking like fourth along.
We're in paper. We need some paper.
And saving them. Not even touchdown bats. At least he was still good at that.
There we go.
Money in a Salvation Army kettle is more than just a drop in the bucket. Your contribution changes lives. Empty stomachs and hungry souls will be fed, addiction recovery will be given, and after-school programs for students provided. The money given stays in the local community and will provide holiday toys for kids, meals for seniors, and seasonal cheer for all. Your donation will transform need and despair into hope and joy. The Salvation Army, doing the most good.
With exclusive delivery through DoorDash, my new deli trio and turkey bacon and cheddar panitos, both on toasted ciabatta bread, are the ultimate no-mess subs. Just remember these simple pani do's and pani don'ts. Eating during a video game marathon? During an actual marathon. Why am I eating? While juggling chores? While juggling chainsaws. While resting in a comfy chair? While wrestling a grumpy bear. So pani do, try my new panitos today. Only at Jack in the Box. Limited time only at participating restaurants. Terms and restrictions apply.
North Pole Hotline, Mrs. Claus here. Help, I'm losing sleep over what to get everyone on my list. Rest assured, Old Navy's got you covered. Yep, the entire store is on sale. The entire store?
Stop getting distracted.
60% off, and gifts like matching sleep sets and cozy sweaters. Up to 60% off the entire store? Plus, sleepwear starts at just $7 and sweaters from $12. I'm not gonna sleep on that. I need it now. Buy online and pick up in store for free. Time to rise and shine. Holiday your heart out with up to 60% off at Old Navy and OldNavy.com. Valid 12/5 through 12/12. Exclusions apply.
Introducing the amazing iPhone XS you'll love on T-Mobile, the most loved in wireless. It's the perfect way to stay connected to those you heart most. Fall in love with iPhone XS on T-Mobile. Right now, trade in an eligible iPhone and you'll save $300. Visit the store or call 1-800-T-Mobile.
Any balances due. Qualifying service and finance agreements required. $279.99 down plus 30 per month times 24. Full price $999.99. 0% APR for well-qualified buyers plus tax on full price. Allow 8 weeks for rebate.
The Westwood One Podcast Network. The Daily Wire's Ben Shapiro Show.
The entire left, that was totally fine with Barack Obama playing PR agency for the Iranians. Now they're very upset that President Trump is basically doing the same thing with regard to an actual strategic partner, not the leading world sponsor of global terrorism.
The Ben Shapiro Show. Download and subscribe at Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and the Westwood One Podcast app. Free from the Westwood One Podcast Network.
Once upon a time, there lived 3 energy hogs. Now, an energy hog is what you have when humans waste energy. One day, the 3 energy hogs set out to find themselves a cottage.
Let's look for leaky windows.
Said the first energy hog, for he knew that would waste energy.
Let's look for leaky doors.
Said the second.
Let's look for a tree stand.
Said the third, for he had more blubber than brains. So they set off down the road. Presently, they came upon a tiny cottage where dwelt a clever girl named Dreadylocks.
I hope it has leaky windows.
Cried the first energy hog. I hope it has leaky
do this?
Cried the second.
There's a bathroom.
Cried the third, but only his brains were smaller than his bladder. But Dreadlocks like playing cool games at energyhawk.org. And from energyhawk.org, he learned how to use energy wisely. So the three energy hawks were forced to look elsewhere to waste energy, and had to use the disgusting restroom at a gas station down the road. And the moral of the story is, to use energy wisely, log on to energyhawk.org. Waste not, hog not.
This program is specially brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy.
Are you more than $10,000 in debt? Feel like you're on a never-ending treadmill, staying in one place and never getting ahead with those minimum payments?
Yes.
You feel like there's no way out? Don't let the credit card companies bully you anymore. There are programs in place to help you get free of your debt, and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. The program at Total Financial Freedom can help you get debt-free in months instead of decades. Get off the debt treadmill and stop the harassment. Get free of credit card debt, signature loans, department store cards, internet loans, and medical bills. Call now at 866-844-7344 for free information. For about 10 years, Total Financial Freedom has helped thousands. They're A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, too. Get off the endless cycle without having to declare bankruptcy. You'll have the right to settle your debt for a mere fraction of what you owe. Call Total Financial now at 866-844-7344. That's 866-844-7344.
Oh, guys, can you come over?
Savage Nation on Talk Radio 5.
Yeah, what time's he coming over?
Welcome back to the Savage Nation. Lupe in for Dr. Savage. He will be back next week. We're talking about the Twitter storm by Donald Trump in reference to the looming and pending information that was ordered by a judge that Robert Mueller will be handing down while we here at the Savage Nation are on the air. I love Donald Trump's use of Twitter, but boy, sometimes he just shows his hand. Let's get to the phones. Let's go KBOI Boise, line 1. Rob, welcome to the
Boise.
Savage Nation.
What the Hoth? What's this all about? I see what you did there. He can even color. Yeah, I just don't do it much because it's very time consuming. So, looks good already. Darth Maul looks good. Let's see.
How much he tweets and what he does, what he says. And
let me darken that up a little.
Am I smart?
For people like Brennan and Rhino Republicans and swamp people and people on the left.
I'm with you, Rob, but he shoots himself in the foot a lot. Wouldn't you agree?
Actually, no. I love it. Yes, the reason I love it is because I saw no other Republican candidate running, trying to get the nomination that had near the guts that Donald Trump has. The guts. When I say
listen, Rob, his guts, his passion, his enthusiasm. I'm with you on all of that. That's why he got elected. And I do like his use of Twitter. He is truly the first tech president. They tried to say that was Obama, but he was carrying a BlackBerry around with him. I don't know what that was all about. But sometimes too much TMI, too much information. I love his passion. He's from Queens. I'm originally from the Bronx. I speak Trump. I understand what he's saying, and I understand how he's making up names. The street I grew up on, everybody had a nickname, and but sometimes he can't show his cards across the table, and I think that's what he did this morning. No?
Okay. Well, I just disagree because I just love his constant fight.
Your drawing's bad. My daughter decided to try.
He called James Comey in a tweet from 10 hours ago. Leaking, lying James Comey, Rob. See, stuff like that makes me laugh. But with this thing pending coming out today, and he's
your grammar's bad.
From 9 hours ago. Will Robert Mueller's big-time conflicts of interest be listed?
Your grammar's bad.
Wait a second. Who has Eden's phone? Eden doesn't have her phone.
listed in the report.
Well, she shouldn't.
Wrongly destroyed people's lives, took down great companies, and it goes on and on. It goes into another tweet.
There's even phone.
He's making great points there, but they're not going to such Trump. They're not going to read these. They're going to just say
She might have her phone.
She shouldn't have her phone.
The walls are closing in on him. Jeez, how many times have we heard that, Rob?
Maybe that's Micah.
So there is some credence. There is some credence there to what he says. Let's see what time we get. Let's see if we get another call. Deborah, WABC. Welcome to the Savage Nation with Lou Pate. How are you? Okay, Deborah is not there. Deborah, we'll continue with the calls on the other side.
She's on her laptop. Oh, Eric's there. Shut up, Eric, you're fat. You didn't do nice.
In the Bronx. I don't know what my friends and neighbors there were thinking when they voted for her, but let's just say it's a big borough, a big district. She's taking Donald Trump to task, and we'll talk about that and take your phone calls.
I'm smart.
Down.
I'm gonna
get up. Call now. 855-400-SAVAGE. 855-400-7282.
My guy karate chopped until it came out. Okay.
Don't play with lighters, please.
Yeah, I can.
I mean, what?
I could play with a lighter too. See what I've done to my puppet.
What's happening here? What color is his chest plate teeth thing? Let's use this. It's a good cosplay.
Shut up, Eric. Your hat. Another. That doesn't look like Eden.
Right.
Is that Eden?
I need some other. Eden, where are all my other markers? Snitches get stitches, Friday. Jeez, Eden, please tell me that's not you saying that.
And things like root canals can cost you hundreds more.
50% French spring. Yeah.
Mutual Insurance Company. 1-800-893-0322. This isn't a discount plan or preventive only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps pay for checkers right away. So you can call today and your teeth clean tomorrow.
Some of these prism colors are like super old, so.
Crowns, bridges, even costly dentures. There's no deductible and no annual maximum. Your acceptance is guaranteed for one of these insurance policies, even if you're retired. Plus, you can choose any dentist you'd like. Call now for a free information kit with all the details. 1-800-893-0322. That's 1-800-893-0322. 1-800-893-0322.
Later skater. Okay, I'm gonna assume that was not Eden on her phone, but Parker.
I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, CNN's chief medical correspondent. Back in August, we got preliminary numbers on drug overdose deaths in the United States last year.
But I like
The
that.
CDC report said more than 72,000 Americans died of an overdose in 2017. That's a 7% increase over the year before, a twofold increase over the last decade. Perhaps most troubling, more than 2/3 of deaths could be attributed to opioids. Now, a new study out of Harvard Medical School finds almost 30% of opioid prescriptions lacking medical explanation. Let me be the first to say this. I know there are patients out there who really do need these pills. But for most people, opioid painkillers are something that should only be prescribed for acute pain, short term. There are alternatives out there, and in many cases, they would be a smarter choice. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
Chat from my modem chat, plays MP3s, gotta download fast. I read the bits on the microchips, and I burn all my favorite hits.
By the 6th grade, many girls lose interest in technology, but parents can help keep them updated. Go to girlsgotech.org.
A public service announcement brought to you by Girl Scouts of USA and Ad Council.
This is Talk Radio 560 KSFO, San Francisco, San Jose, Oakland, a Cumulus station, now on Amazon. Alexa, open the KSFO skill.
Explains Tillerson feud. I'm Mike Moss. White House lawyer Rudy Giuliani is reaching out to say the special counsel Robert Mueller thinks former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort lied to him about what the president knew of a Trump Tower meeting with Russians claiming to have dirt on Hillary Clinton. Wharton correspondent Evan Perez.
One of the things he said was Paul Manafort is being accused by the special counsel of lying about his interactions with the president. He's lying about President Trump. Now, we don't know exactly what the nature of the lies are. We certainly do not know, and Rudy Giuliani, by the way, does not know what's going to end up in this court filing that we're waiting for at this moment.
While reports suggest that White House Chief of Staff John Kelly and the president aren't even on speaking terms any longer, and Kelly is on the way out, it appears Kelly was called by Mueller to answer questions about obstruction of justice. The president's feuding with his former Secretary of State Rex Tillerson. Tillerson says the president sometimes asked him to do things he would have to tell the president were either illegal or violated treaties. In response, the president says Tillerson was lazy and dumb, and he couldn't get rid of him soon enough. Stocks are causing investors anguish this week, dropping more than 4%. Correspondent Allison Cossack says the White House is taking notice.
Earlier today, White House Economic Advisor Larry Kudlow, he sounded kind of an optimistic note on CNBC about talks with China. And then you had trade advisor Peter Navarro on CNN warning of higher tariffs.
Don't forget your technology, ladies.
That's what's helping to juice the volatility in the markets that we are seeing right now.
What are we at? Cool gray, 70%. It's this. Cool gray, 70%. Yeah. Oh, cool gray 60, cool gray 70. All right, let me drop some shadows in here. This one.
Taking a look at KSFO traffic, this report is sponsored by Western Health Advantage. Let's go to Richmond, where traffic is slowly recovering from an earlier major crash in Berkeley from Cutting Boulevard to Ashby Avenue. Now starting to get thick north 101 from Cesar Chavez around to the lower deck of the Bay Bridge. South 101 in Brisbane near Candlestick Point. Caltrain sweepers are on the scene, getting rid of some debris that's in lanes from an earlier crash. San Mateo, 92 westbound at 101, an accident, an overturned truck blocking the two right lanes of that West 92 connector ramp. At open enrollment, you want to be able to check the box you actually want to check, right? Well, with Western Health Advantage, you can. You have health plan options with Canopy Health doctors that are right for you. Learn more at westernhealth.com. Western Health Advantage you. With KSFO Traffic, I'm Craig Rogers.
I thought I wouldn't qualify.
But I went on the website and answered a few questions.
And was able to get financial help.
The truth? It was a pleasant surprise.
Now I have the peace of mind that I have health insurance for my whole family.
At Covered California, 9 out of 10 enrollees got financial help paying for their health insurance. So check for yourself at coveredca.com. Sign up by December 15th.
Yeah, burn, burn, burn. All my favorite hits. Now this I actually want to go backwards because this is supposed to be into the black. There we go. Burn, burn, burn. All my favorite hits. And this is the warm gray 70%. This was cool gray 70%. Warm gray 60%. I can go warm out of the grays. Let's see what happens. Kind of a combination. Warm and cool.
Keep an eye on Jesus, man. I'm the sheriff in this town.
What happened to my entertainment? What's going on? Elijah, could you just work on it until it's done? 29 viewers watching me do this. How much further do you have?
Oh, true.
So you're almost done. You just quit working on it.
You got late and I didn't want to stay up anymore.
Finding one awesome campaign for more on Indiegogo.
Burn on that thing. That's a great Cylon. Ha ha ha. I could drop these blacks in, but I kind of wanted to do it with like black ink rather than Sharpie marker. This isn't Sharpies, but
The whale rises from the deepest, darkest trench in the ocean, wreaks havoc on the world. Based on the New York Times
maybe I'll keep it that way. Kidding, looks awesome. Ha ha ha. Hilarious. Your hilarity is without measure. All right.
SIXGUN Samurai. Boy trained as both sharpshooter and samurai in search of his long lost father, but trailed by men who astonish nothing to steal his precious samurai swords. Deal with the devil. An FBI man. Swords. Deal with the devil. An FBI manhunter caught in a trap by a serial killer, only to be left alive. Shame. Years go by and the killer returns, only to ask for help to save an innocent girl's life. 3 books with over 400 pages of action, intrigue, and intensity, all for one low price. 3 books. Click that link now! Sharks, swords, serial killers.
Do you do covers for a commission? What do you mean, like, you mean the, what do you call those, sketch covers? Is that the question? Do I do sketch covers? Oh my gosh, this thing is beat to crap. Where am I? Oh man. There we go. Oh, will I do cover commissions, like to do books? Yeah, I take those jobs. 3.8. Yes, I do. Not sure if this is the right cover. Yeah, it's...
Based on the New York Times bestselling novel,
Burn on the favorite hits. Yes.
Ow! What's your problem, man?
Baby
Okay, cool. It's my party and I cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you.
rises from the deepest, darkest trench in the ocean,
Red crash too, if it happened to. How was it? 13. What is that thing? What, this thing? It's a French curve. You don't know what a French curve is? Oh my goodness. French curves have several different curved sides on them so that you can have a consistent, clean, curved line. Like so. And then you need to grab a different one when you need a different curve. Like that. Will do. So this is Ethan can freehand it, just saying. Just kidding, Mike. I can freehand, but freehand doesn't look as... That's why I don't like drawing like mechanical stuff, because I get really anal retentive about making sure all the lines are right. And so I use French curves on a lot of stuff, especially if I'm doing something that has to balance like this. I really want it to look mechanically correct. Mike doing a pro job, unlike Ethan, who likes to wing it. Ah, Haggis Moose. That's a nice way for you to put it. For me, kind of mean to say about Ethan, but let's see. Anyways, Ethan uses stencils too. He's just, I don't know if I've seen him use a French curve. I've seen him use stencils though. Meeps.
If your video gets demonetized.
What?
Your list gets demonetized.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make money off of that. It's an advertisement.
Serial killer.
I just care if it gets turned off, you know? La 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 la. Dee, dee, dee. Fitting music. I love Mike. EBS and Mike are seasoned pros. I wish I can draw. I'm coding right now. So freaking boring. Ethan would be ruined without his stencils. He even uses them to do the Green Lantern symbol. Well, again, that's something that's mechanical. It should look, you know, perfect in design. So, well, I mean, you can freehand it, but it just looks better if you use stencils. Ugh. Too close.
On a royalty-free version of this one. Cool. It's like a trap remix. It's like not good.
Sharks, swords, serial killers. What do they have in common? Raw. I guess Miller, that's what. I said what? Wait, who's I guess Miller? Okay. Artists. Special series Injustice from DC Comics. Cover artist. Game of Thrones, that's who. What? Hey, kid, you bothered me. Or was it? Oh, right. Sharks, swords, serial killers. That's what you'll find in one awesome campaign from Mike S. Miller on Indiegogo. 3 huge graphic novels, 1 low price. Hey, the shark the size of a whale rises from the deepest, darkest trench in the ocean, wreaks havoc on the world. Based on the New York Times bestselling novel by Steve Alton.
Three of the best right there, Maul, Vader, and Revan. How is that Rusan working for you? It's working fine. I'm using a size 8, which is probably a little too big for what I'm trying to do. Maybe I should grab a 5 or a 3. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a 3. Some of these details don't require that big of a line, so.
I guess Miller, that's what. I said what? Wait, who's my guest Miller? Okay. Artist of New York Times bestselling series Injustice from DC Comics. What? Sword. Serial killers. What do they have in common? Wrong. Mike S. Miller, that's what. I said what? Wait. Who's Mike S. Miller, you asked? Okay. Artist of New York Times bestselling series Injustice from DC Comics. And cover artist of Game of Thrones. That's who. What? Hated kids you bother. Oh, right. Sharks. Four. Serial killers. That's what you'll find in one awesome campaign from Mike S. Miller on Indiegogo. 3 huge graphic novels, one low price. Hey, prehistoric shark the size of a whale rises from the deepest, darkest trench of the ocean, wreaks havoc on the world. Based on the New York Times bestselling novel by Steve Alton. SIXGUN Samurai. The boy trained as both sharpshooter and samurai in search of his long-lost father, but trailed by men who will stop at nothing to steal his precious samurai swords. Deal with the devil.
I personally like Ron Lim's style of art. Not sure if many are familiar with him. His Thanos was my favorite. Yeah, Ron's a great guy too. Thanos. What did you guys think of that Avengers trailer this morning that dropped? I was underwhelmed. The Avengers trailer? Yeah.
Only to ask for help to save an innocent girl's life. 3 books with over 400 pages. Three books with over 400 pages of intrigue. Innocent girls. 3 books with over 400 pages of action, intrigue, and intensity, all for one low price. 3 books.
Can you draw EVS naked in a pie, preferably apple? $2, John Weiland. I can, but I won't.
You would think it'd be done for the right price.
This is true. This is true. All right, let me get Vader's helmet. Where am I going? Black? Where am I going? Gray. Let's go black here.
Three books with over 400 pages of action. 3 books with over 400 pages of action, intrigue, and intensity. 3 books with over 400.
Ding 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 ding. No.
Is that Kylo? I thought Raven. Revan. My bad if it's Kylo. No, it's Revan. New theory is that they're making 2 cuts of Infinity War 2, one with and without Captain Marvel being the main hero, depending on reaction to her film. That would be hilarious.
Oh, wow.
It's a theory. A Marvel theory.
would fall under the premise of a film theory. No. Ethan Van Scyther.
Even Scribbler.
No, it's Scyther like the Pokemon. Yeehaw, cowboy. Get back to the base, partner.
EBS, the Black Queen, tattooing all his pies. What up, John? Trailer looks okay. What up, John? Why, John? He's got filthy probes. Draw Doug coming up from a spaceship in a cloud of dirt and abducting people. Okay, I'll think about that. The hissing cat. Raven looks cool. Ralph Curran, classic Vader helmet is awesome. Can't spell his last name. Macquarie. Yeah. Voice of an angel. OG Vader with dark red tints on his eyes. Read through. Yes, thanks. Who whistles like a smoke alarm while drawing? What, do I? Did you eat a lot of uni in Japan, Mike? Hell no. Uni's disgusting.
It's an acquired taste.
Mike probably missed out on the hundreds of flavors of weird Japanese Kit Kats. I did miss out on it. Although.
Why did you even go to Japan then?
We can get several different flavors of Kit Kats at the Japanese market here, so it seemed unnecessary.
Disappoint.
Yeah, we have multiple Japanese markets in San Diego, so we can get a lot of the stuff that you can get in Japan. It's just a little pricier. Mint Kit Kats are the best. Green tea good. Green tea is good.
Green tea good.
Green tea good. Yeah.
3 books with over 400 pages of action, intrigue, and intensity, all for one low price. 3 books. Click that link. 3 books with over 400 pages of action, intrigue.
Do they eat insect dishes over there? I don't know. It's a fair question. I don't have an answer, though. Okay, let's see. I need a cool, dark, cool 70% maybe. I could do it. Now let's try here. Cat.
Three books with over 400 pages of action, intrigue, and intensity. Three books with over 400 pages of action, intrigue, and intensity, all for one book. For 400 pages of action, intrigue, and intensity. Intrigue and intensity, all for intrigue and intensity, all for 3 books with over 3 books with over 400 pages. Three books with over 400 pages of action.
Now those cats are fighting over there. Also, Japanese whiskey is Ace. And what is that weird, gloopy, rice, sugary treat? Really thick jelly-like stuff. Thick jelly. Mochi? I think you're talking about mochi.
Three books with over 400 pages of action, intrigue, and intensity, all for one low
price.
Intrigue and intensity, all for one.
He's in Vancouver.
Hessen? Loin cover?
All for one load plus. Read that link now. Intensity. All for one load plus. Read that link now.
It's like tapioca.
Intrigue.
Huh. Tapioca.
Read that link now.
Well, mochi's not like. Shoot. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what you're talking about.
Three books with over 400 pages of action, intrigue, and intensity, all for one low price. Read that link now. Three books with over 400 pages of action, intrigue, and intensity, all for one low price. Pages of action, intrigue, and intensity, all for one low price. Read that link now. Intensity, all for one low price. Read that link now. Three books with over 4.
Revan! Asian desserts are the best, people. It's mostly fruit. To be a joke. Will help out people. Just keep drawing like. Yeah, I thought maybe he was talking about some sort of a mochi.
Three books with over 400 pages. Intrigue and intensity, all for one low price. Read that link now.
Great. What was this? Cool. 70%. Oh, I can.
now. Intrigue and intensity, all for one low cost. Read that link now. And intensity, all for one.
It's $80 for all three.
50. Unless they want it signed. Low. Alright, where's my other, what is this? That's purple. Purple's not gonna help me. Dark blue? No, that's too blue. Purple, another shade.
All for one. And intensity, all for one low cost. Read that link now.
I'm Googling after my question. I don't know what's the name, so. How much for this piece after it's done? Oh, this is a commission. That was already. This was a request.
You're too late.
Too late, noob. Sorry. Sorry, you cannot You cannot have it, boy. Just draw it again. Is it unethical to do two identical commissions? Unethical? No.
Where does ethics come into this?
It's not unethical, it's just boring.
Same thing. You see what the outro looks like so far.
Three books with over 400 pages of action, intrigue, and intensity, all for one low price. Read that link now.
I think the Meg dropping in so fast doesn't quite work.
That link now.
Or maybe you should have it drop slam in from the front. Yeah. Beep 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 beep. Beep. People Circus for £2. Very cool mic. Not seen this style from you before. Thank you, People Circus. It's just coloring, man. It's just doing a bit of coloring. Of course, that means that I have to do the color before I drop in my inks.
Is that better?
Three books with over 400 pages of action, intrigue, and intensity, all for one.
Yep.
Read that link now.
What made you decide to give Lone Star a weakness to arrows? Ah ha ha ha. I'm not recognizing that drawing. Man, I'm getting a bit tired. I need to find my 90% gray marker. And I think my daughter has it. 30% gray. Because my daughter took me other pens. 20%. 20%, 20%, 20% here. And I can actually blend these in with a 20%. Hello, Maja. Cool grade 30%. I can drop that a little bit. All right, now let me see. One of my older pens. This is 60%. Oh, warm grade 90%. Oh, that's warm though. Well, shouldn't be too bad. Hit that link now. I can blur this in.
Oh, it's not working.
It's done?
If you want to review it first.
Yeah. Then I can take my 70% and blur that in a bit. And my wife came home with some sushi, so I should pause this and go eat. So I'll pause it here. If you guys want to come back in 5 minutes or let people know. Yeah, it's Vader, Revan, and Maul. So let's watch this commercial.
I guess Miller, that's what. I said what? Wait, who's my guest Miller, you asked? Okay. Artist of New York Times bestselling series from DC Comics and cover artist of Game of Thrones. That's who. What? Hey, it's where you found it. Oh, right. Sharks, boars, serial killers. That's what you'll find in one awesome campaign from my guest Miller on Indiegogo. Huge graphic novels, one low price. Hey, historic shark the size of a whale rises from the deepest, darkest trench in the ocean. Wreaks havoc on the world, based on a New York Times bestselling novel by Steve Alton.
Why is it go so dark and so quiet?
It's got
Samurai.
Sharpshooter and samurai.
What?
Just the audio.
But trailed by men who will stop at nothing to steal his precious samurai swords. Deal with the devil. An FBI manhunter caught in a trap by a serial killer, only to be left alive but crippled in shame. Years go by and the killer returns, only to ask for help to save an innocent girl's life. 3 books with over 400 pages of action, intrigue, and intensity, all for one low price. 3 books. Click that link now!
Okay, if you could fix that middle part, that'd be great. What middle part? Where it goes dead. It just goes dead like the commercial's over, and then it starts up again. The there, right there. I don't know, close the gap or something. It's dead for too long. The air is like.
SIXGUN samurai. Boy trained as both sharpshooter and samurai. In search of his long. SIXGUN samurai. Boy trained as both sharpshooter and samurai. In search of his long-lost father, but trailed by men who will stop nothing to steal his precious samurai swords. Deal with the devil. An FBI manhunter caught in a trap by a serial killer, only to be left alive, but crippled in shame. Years go by and the killer returns, only to ask for help to save an innocent girl's life. 3 books with over 400 pages of action, intrigue, and intensity, all for one low price. 3 books. Click that link now!
Alright, upload it.
Hey, y'all!
Oh, you know what I could do while these people are sitting here patiently? Stream gonna still carry on. I can live with that. Listen to it while I draw. Yeah, it's gonna carry on. I'm gonna let you guys, those who care, you can listen to the Bible while I go eat.
Jeremiah 34. The word came unto Jeremiah from the Lord, when Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and all his army, and all the kingdoms of the earth of his dominion, and all the people fought against Jerusalem, and against all the cities thereof, saying, Thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, Go and speak to Zedekiah, king of Judah, and tell him, Thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will give this city into the hand of the king of Babylon, and he shall burn it with fire. And thou shalt not escape out of his hand, but shalt surely be taken and delivered into his hand. And thine eyes shall behold the eyes of the king of Babylon, and he shall speak with thee mouth to mouth, and thou shalt go to Babylon. Yet hear the word of the Lord, O Zedekiah, king of Judah. Thus saith the Lord of thee, Thou shalt not die by the sword, but thou shalt die in peace, and with the burnings of thy fathers, the former kings which were before thee, so shall they burn odors for thee. And they will lament thee, saying, Our Lord, for I have pronounced the word, saith the Lord. Then Jeremiah the prophet spake all these words unto Zedekiah, king of Judah, in Jerusalem, when the king of Babylon's army fought against Jerusalem, and against all the cities of Judah that were left, against Lachish, and against Azekah. But these defenced cities remained of the cities of Judah. This is the word that came unto Jeremiah from the Lord. After that, the king Zedekiah had made a covenant with all the people which were at Jerusalem, to proclaim liberty unto them, that every man should let his manservant, and every man his maidservant, being an Hebrew or an Hebrewess, go free, that none should serve himself of them, to wit, of a Jew his brother. Now when all the princes and all the people which had entered into the covenant heard that every one should let his manservant and every one his maidservant go free, that none should serve themselves with them anymore, then they obeyed, and let them go. But afterward they turned, and caused the servants and the handmaids, whom they had let go free, to return, and brought them into subjection for servants and for handmaids. Therefore the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, I made a covenant with your fathers in the day that I brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage, saying, At the end of 7 years, let ye go every man his brother and Hebrew, which hath been sold unto thee, and when he hath served thee 6 years, thou shalt let him go free from thee. But your fathers hearkened not unto me, neither inclined their ear. And ye were now turned, and had done right in my sight, proclaiming liberty every man to his neighbor. And ye had made a covenant before me in the house, which is called by my name.
But he turned and polluted my name, and caused every man his servant and every man his handmaid, whom he had set at liberty at their pleasure, to return, and brought them into subjection, to be unto you for servants and for handmaids. Therefore thus saith the Lord, ye have not hearkened unto me in proclaiming liberty, every one to his brother, and every man to his neighbor. Behold, I proclaim a liberty for you, saith the Lord, to the sword, to the pestilence, and to the famine. And I will make you to be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. And I will give the men that have transgressed my covenant, which have not performed the words of the covenant which they had made before me, when they cut the calf in twain, and passed between the parts thereof. Princes of Judah, and the princes of Jerusalem, the eunuchs, and the priests, and all the people of the land which passed between the parts of the calf, I will even give them into the hand of their enemies, and into the hand of them that seek their life, and their dead bodies shall be for meat unto the fowls of the heaven, and to the beasts of the earth. And Zedekiah king of Judah and his princes will I give into the hand of their enemies, and into the hand of them that seek their life, and into the hand of the king of Babylon's army which are gone up from you. Behold, I will command, saith the Lord, and cause them to return to this city, and they shall fight against it, and take it, and burn it with fire. And I will make the cities of Judah a desolation without an inhabitant. Jeremiah 35. The word which came unto Jeremiah from the Lord in the days of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, saying, Go unto the house of the Rechabites, and speak unto them, and bring them into the house of the Lord, into one of the chambers, and give them wine to drink. Then I took Jaazaniah, the son of Jeremiah, the son of Habazzaniah, and his brethren, and all his sons, and the whole house of the Rechabites, and I brought them into the house of the Lord, into the chamber of the sons of Hanan, the son of Igdaliah, a man of God, which was by the chamber of the princes, which was above the chamber of Maaseiah, the son of Shallum, the keeper of the door. And I set before the sons of the house of the Rechabites pots full of wine and cups. And I said unto them, Drink ye wine. But they said, We will drink no wine. But Jonadab, the son of Rechab, our father, commanded us, saying, Ye shall drink no wine, neither ye nor your sons forever. Neither shall ye build house, nor sow seed, nor plant vineyard, nor have any. But all your days ye shall dwell in tents, that ye may live many days in the land, where ye be strangers. Thus have we obeyed the voice of Jonadab, the son of Rechab, our father, in all that he hath charged us, to drink no wine all our days, we, our wives, our sons, nor our daughters, nor to build houses for us to dwell in. Neither have we vineyard, nor field, nor seed, but we have dwelt in tents, and have obeyed, and done according to all that Jonadab our father commanded us. But it came to pass, when Nebuchadrezzar king of Babylon came up into the land, that we said, Come, and let us go to Jerusalem for fear of the army of the Chaldeans, and for fear of the army of the Syrians. So we dwell at Jerusalem. Then came the word of the Lord unto Jeremiah, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel. Go and tell the men of Judah,
Where's my water?
and the inhabitants of Jerusalem,
I just,
we are instruction to hearken to my words, saith the Lord. The words of Jonadab,
Panyaku looks interesting. Yeah.
that he commanded his sons not to drink wine, are performed. For unto this day they drink none, but obey their father's commandment.
Oh, yeah.
I have spoken unto
This is the Rechabites.
early in speaking, but ye hearken not unto me. I have sent also unto you all my servants the prophets, rising up early and sending them.
Yeah, I love that story. The sons of the Rechabites. Children of the Rechabites, I guess, maybe. Well, thanks for everyone who's stuck around. waiting for me to eat my lunch. I know that made for riveting TV. All right. Let's see. Now it's time for Darth Maul. Close. All right, let me check my mail real quick, see if my letterer has given me an update. When was the last time I checked this? Okay, new school, Shopify. Nothing. Bruh. All right, Darth Maul has some dark spots. Let's give him a nice hooded shading here. And then all right. The rest of this is quite red. Crimson red. That is. This means I'm going to lose. Looks like I am. I'm losing all my drawing. Shoot. What should I do here? Let me do. Why are you bringing a cat up here?
Copyright strike.
Did it?
I haven't posted it yet.
Why not?
Because I just got it. 3-pack commercial. Hey! 31%, 33%, 35%,
Kitty cat percent.
39%.
Hey, get off the computer, dude. What is this deep red and vermilion? What color you use here? This is crimson red, and then I was using a mahogany red as well.
Weirdness is Taurus.
Oh, I forgot to do that part.
%95 done.
Yeah.
95% processing that. Should I publish it or should you put a thumbnail?
Publish it. I'll thumbnail it.
Get published. Heck yeah, commercials. This video is unavailable. If Nintendo does come to claim what's your problem, man?
What's what problem?
Guess Miller, that's what. I said what? Wait, who? Who is my guest Miller, you ask?
Okay.
Artist of New York Times bestselling series Inc.
Why is it 360p?
You uploaded it wrong?
I did.
Obviously you
That
done.
doesn't make any sense.
Obviously you
You can't
done.
upload it wrong.
You made it wrong. You can make it wrong. Black. Do I simply want to use the black? We just make them all black, but that might look good. Just make him stack. Why did you choose to add Revan into the drawing? I joined just before you went to grab food. This is a commission. This is Revan was requested.
Show you how to change the new project settings and click on the setting mode.
So that is
Wow, I learned so bit from the story.
Okay.
Artist of New York Times bestselling series Injustice from DC Comics and cover artist of Game of Thrones. That's who.
What?
Beat it, kid. You bother me. Where was I? Oh, right. Sharps, swords. Sharps, swords. Horse, serial killers. That's
Let's see, what can I use?
Sharks, swords, serial killers. That's what you'll. That's what you'll find. Serial killers. Serial killer. Serial killers. That's what you'll find in one awesome campaign from Mike S. Miller on Indiegogo. Huge. Justice from DC.
Customize, build, and black. Nerf assembler gear black.
Shuffle. New York Times bestselling novel by Steve Alton.
Everyone in the chat's just talking to each other, so I don't have to interrupt. JoJo's here. Can you go tell mommy? Jill? Oh wait, maybe he just drove past. Is mommy here?
Pages of action. Click that link now.
Okay.
Artist of New York Times bestselling series Injustice from DC Comics and cover artist of Game of Thrones. Sharks, swords, serial killers.
Can you get JoJo, please? Actually, I heard you say that in my head. Don't forget to breathe, Mike. He's a funny guy, this Malin character. All right. What is next? What is next? You'll ask. Your people are asking me, what do I do after I get to this point in the drawing? This is when I actually grab some colors. Well, not colors. Inks. Actually, you know, I could do this all with marker, since I have these new markers. Then I go in with the markers and I tighten things up. Actually, I should probably use a 3. That's an 8. That's a 3. Malin, you want to come in and talk crap or what? I'm just drawing here. Send a link, he says. Send a link.
Ready to go.
Expendable Hero, a tip for the artiste. Thanks for giving me something to fold clothes to. Well, thank you very much. Twitter. Massages. And Malins. Alright, and then I can grab this. I'll have to put my headphones on because this. I got no speakers. I got no speakers on this here computer. Oops, that's backwards. So when Malin arrives, I'll have to listen to him on my headphones. Oops. Drag this over here. Amazing art, Mike. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do try on occasion. Oh, yeah, I was gonna darken that whole section up. Where did I put that? There you go. Mhm. Malin, are you having a hard time with the link? You press this button over here.
Tell me about your dance.
Why is Jojo making so much noise? Man, that shit. W's took out Kevin Hart. Oh. Yeah, well, they'll do that sort of thing. They're less than human. Very much less than human, I think. People who don't care about other people's ability to make a living. Yeah, those people are scum. Oh no, he apologized? Didn't he ever learn not to apologize to SJWs? He should have apologized like, I'm sorry that you people can't take a joke. That should have been the extent of his apology. I want a phone.
I'll see if I have a phone.
How'd it do?
How do you?
What is this for, Mike?
It's a commission.
Oh, okay. From Japan?
No. From something I should have gotten done before I left for Japan.
Oh.
I don't always get my commissions done very quickly.
Yeah.
You know what that is, right?
Yep.
What are you doing?
Well, you know, when you're doing commissions, you want to do them when you're inspired to do them. Otherwise, you know, it just gets kind of chunked out. It's better for the person who commissions it. I mean, it sometimes they take way too long, but you know, as long as you're doing it in somewhat of a timely fashion,
expeditiously.
Yeah. But if I'm commissioning someone, which I never do,
yeah.
But if I did, you know, I really don't care how long it takes, as long as when it comes back that it's you know, got a little TLC putting into it.
Yeah, yeah. Most deaf. Yeah, that's why I don't know. Doing cons and commissions I mean, it was fun just like cranking them out and stuff, but I really do like to put more care and effort into stuff. I don't know if you noticed that.
I don't know. It's noticeable. Your pieces always tend to turn out pretty good. They don't look like they're half butt.
Thanks.
Yeah, see how I'm respectful to the channel?
You are so respectful. So you working on anything?
No, not right now. I myself have just finished sending out another commission. What else did I do? Dealing with printer stuff. So all the digital pre-press or proofs are approved, and now they're printing out a
Make ready.
sheet, I think.
Make ready.
That they're going to send me. They asked for 8 pages for me to pick 8 pages, I guess, for them to print out, and then they're going to send me a sheet, physical, and I will have to approve that. I guess this is more for checking on color quality or something along those lines.
Yeah, it's called a make ready.
Dude, no, not right now.
So
the moment I get that bad lead, I'm more than likely just going to say approved, unless there's something glaring about it, and that's it. Next stop is waiting for delivery of Graveyard Shift, Volume 1.
So you're deep in the midst of Volume 2, right?
No. Right now I'm working on a project that I'm only the only thing I'm saying about it is called Blue Harvest for now.
Dude, did you close my thing?
No, I totally didn't close your thing.
He can't hear you. I've got headphones on.
But anyways, yeah, I'll be working on this and then leading directly from that into Graveyard Shift Volume 2.
Which you're not going to draw?
No, I'm going to draw it, yeah. And but we're also doing a talent contest. But the talent end of the contest, I'm going to get those guys started right away. And so they'll be done well in advance, presumably, of the launch of the campaign. But the campaign's not going to launch until I'm done with my part. So at that point in time, everything should be buttoned up. And that's why I'm just saying it'll probably be late spring or early summer. And then it'll be rolling. We'll have over 100 pages in Volume 2 of artwork. And that'll be that singular $25 tier. So.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's the plan.
It's all coming together. It's all coming together.
Yeah.
I love it when a plan comes together. Yeah, so I got 6 days left on the Meg.
Oh yeah? What, you're gonna shut it down?
No, I mean 6 until the well, yeah, well, not shut it down, but it'll go into store. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say, Mike, you don't shut anything down.
Hey, I got a nice compliment from someone for not shutting it down because, you know, it's good to be available for new people in the community. So.
All right, one guy.
Hey, everyone is important, John.
Yeah. Well, you made it to 105, Mike. So congratulations. You're 1,000 away from getting to whatever your goal is. 1,100 away. I do
Slow
believe.
and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. That's what they say.
Then you can close down what once was a noble project and now is just a zombie, living dead, Lone Star,
limping its way.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So you ever do any colors like this?
Heck no. I can't color anything on paper, so never bothered learning these markers. You know, when I was younger, I used to do it like, you know, just in pencil and stuff, you know, a lot of shaded stuff and And then I remember, I think it was McFarlane and Liefeld. They're like, oh, yeah, well, you can't do any of that in comics. So I was like, oh, you can't? I just threw it out. And I was like, all right, I'll just learn to do everything in black ink. And that was it for me in terms of growing. Darn you, McFarlane, Liefeld.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Look at them hobbling your artistic career.
Yeah, I could have been Alex Ross.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That is right. But you had to listen to them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's all right, because I mean I can color pretty decently. On Photoshop, not with Manga Studio. I used to color a lot, just my own stuff. So, but yeah, in terms of a full commission piece like this, no. But I'd sell it for a mint if I could.
Yeah. I charge an extra 50% to color.
Oh, dang. For this color job, just gone double.
Well,
I mean, it's almost a painting.
Yeah, it does take a considerable amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all right.
Yeah, for a one-of-a-kind image like this, yeah, I definitely charge a mint, man.
Yeah. Well, when I use watercolors, I charge double.
Just go double for color regardless.
Yeah, I had actually considered that.
Yeah. Because this looks pretty killer.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do it that often, so it's fun, at least. I'm just not as proficient at it as some guys.
Yeah.
Do it more.
Now, are those Copics? Is that
these are actually barrel Prismacolors, but it's the same. They're alcohol-based markers.
Hmm.
And then I go in after I color it, and I add my inks.
Oh, okay. What's your underdrawing? Just pencil then, or?
Yeah. Black pencil too. Just regular old. So see, I can erase the pencil. Oops, forgot to finish that line. What keeps buzzing me? Someone on Twitter. Hey, have you noticed anything different this past week on Twitter? I mean, not Twitter, on the YouTube, like viewership or anything, or is it just me because I haven't been here? So
why are you feeling a drop?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just republished the commercial.
What?
I just republished the commercial.
Oh, okay. My commercial has been published.
No, man, my viewership went up. Drawn and quartered. You. So, yeah, Mike. Once you start rehosting your show again, I'm sure you'll be bringing the peeps back.
Well, I've heard like from PewDiePie. I mean, not personally, but you know, watching his videos and stuff, that if you stop, like the algorithms, like they don't, the audience disappears, and I don't know if it's the algorithms or what.
I think it's people.
It might just be like people.
Yeah, just like any TV show, man. They want that regularity.
Yeah, and so it's like having to rebuild your channel if you take a break.
Yeah, you got to re-energize.
I'm like, man, it's only a week. Yeah, people want their regularity.
Mm-hmm.
That's why brand muffins are so popular.
Mm-hmm. Now, is that Kylo Ren on the right?
No, it's Darth Raven or Revan. I forget how you pronounce it.
Okay, someone I never heard of.
Yeah, he's from the Extended Universe, I think. He's from video game? Gosh, I don't even remember. I know the guy who created him.
Oh yeah, who's that?
John Gallagher. He's an artist. Yeah, but he designed a lot of stuff for was it the New Republic? I don't even remember all these freaking games, man.
Yeah, it's not my bag. Even Star Wars, if it's not the original 3 movies, it's not canon to me. So I don't feel any responsibility to know everything.
Right.
People Circus says, ever tried oil paints or working from a burnt umber wash underpainting?
No to the latter, yes to the former. I like oil painting. I don't have the time for it. So.
Oh, Mike, can you lock on your screen so I don't keep popping up?
Oh. I suppose. Yeah, that should help when I go to make a fast drawing of this. Or what do you call it?
Oh, yeah. Is that going to get your time lapse this?
Yeah.
No,
That was the idea. And then I forgot, and I brought you on.
Yeah. Well, whatever. You can clip that out. The Creator's Studio has that little edit. It might be a little time consuming for this.
Oh, that's okay. I just have Elijah do it. So
yeah.
And he did.
Is Evil E jealous that he didn't get to go to Japan? How mad is he?
I don't know. He doesn't like to travel. Are you mad you didn't get to go to Japan? He said no.
I heard, I heard untruthfulness in that.
You heard the mumble.
Mm-hmm.
No. Well, he doesn't even like going to New York, so.
Yeah, who would?
I know, right?
I drove into New York. I think right into the rush hour. It was a nightmare, and I'm good driver, so having to deal with that, I had to flick a guy off, and it wasn't even like just a dude. It was a dude in a work vehicle. Like, what? Yeah. So he started it. He flicked me off.
He started it.
So, yeah, because I was at a light, and I could have let out into traffic, but I knew that it was going to turn red, and I didn't want to be blocking the intersection.
Mm-hmm.
This guy was behind me, and he's like honking for me to like go on and get out there, and I'm like, no, because I'm not going to look like an idiot,
Right.
Blocking for the cross section. Whatever, it's ridiculous. And
That's
then,
how you know it's New York.
Yeah, and then at one point he got to the side of me and he's flicking me off. I flicked him back. That's about it. And he was in a work vehicle, but his license plate were like Pennsylvania. Like, what is with your attitude, dude?
He's just maybe he was born in New York.
Yeah.
Just happened to be working in Pennsylvania at the time.
Yeah. Maybe watch too many movies on New York and figure you just got to flick everyone off.
It's flip them off.
Oh, whatever.
Hey, Elijah just uploaded my new commercial. You want to see it?
Mm-hmm.
Although, I think you probably have to just go look at it because you wouldn't be able to hear the noise. Everybody, if you want to go check it out, I just uploaded a new commercial for the Meg pack. So just go check it out and come back and let me know what you think.
All right. Let me try to. I don't see it on here.
Oh, really? You sure it's uploaded, Elijah?
Yeah.
Try refreshing the page, maybe?
Yeah, Blacklist Universe, videos. Let's see the live broadcast now, and you had cross-examinations 4 hours ago. Let me just go back to the home page. Oh, here you go. Meg 3-pack commercial.
Yeah.
All right, 1 minute, 42 seconds.
Sword, serial killers. What do they have in common? Wrong. Yes, Miller, that's what. Artist, New York Times bestselling series Injustice from DC Comics and cover artist of Game of Thrones. That's who. What? Me, Kid Bob. Or was it? Oh, right. Sharks, Sword, serial killers. That's what you'll find in one awesome campaign from Mike S. Rises from the deepest, darkest trench, wreaks havoc on the world. Based on a best-selling novel by Steve Alton. Gun Samurai. Samurai sword. Serial killer owned in blood crippled and shamed. Years go by and the killer returns, only to ask for help to save the world.
It's raining tacos, fall out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why. Just open your mouth and close your eyes. It's raining tacos,
Oh, I thought that was on the commercial I was watching. I was like, what?
What, it's raining tacos?
Yeah.
Oh.
But all the audio come through one here. I was like, that's weird. I love how the end is just held out for like an extra 15 seconds there.
So people can click the link.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Sharks, swords, serial killers.
Glad you like it. Yeah, I didn't do a commercial at all. I really should have earlier. Like,
oh, you mean like a video for the campaign, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, I never did one, and I was just reminded of how important it is, and that it's the last week, so I need to freaking get that done.
Yeah.
So
You should have done that a month ago, Mike.
I should have done that a month ago. I should have. I'm aware. I just didn't.
Yeah. So Evil E put all that together for you, or what?
Yep.
Yeah, he's getting pretty good at that stuff, huh?
Yeah. If you want to hire him, let me know.
Yeah.
Did I just hear something? He's looking for work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's see. Very funny, Mike. Some more experience, and you'll be ready to do infomercials. What would the infomercial be for Graveyard Shift 2?
Oh, it'd be the throwdown. So one is very much the setup, and 2 is very much. I mean, 1 is the origin story and giving you the introduction of all these people and what the basic idea is going on here, and then 2 is the resolution of this all. So, but the outside of the stuff I'm doing, we're also looking at doing an epilogue, 20 pages approximately, and 40 pages of various different content. We're going to figure out what we're going to do with that. So what I'm thinking is almost like a volume 2.5 is being kind of the back end of it, and setting up for volume 3. So a bridge, if you will, between volume 2 and volume 3.
A bridge. All right. Well, it sounds like you've got good plans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be fun because I know what people are asking for, and from our when I was going through the promotion for volume 1. So with the extra content we're going to do, I'm going to try to put some of these ideas to work for the people.
Yeah, so I just hear
for my brown pen now.
What do you mean, what's the deal? Yeah.
What is this? What color is this? French gray. French gray? That work? That's the problem with markers.
Not today.
Like trying to. Some of them get dry and then some of them don't. And it's like, you know, these things are freaking expensive to replace. So. Becomes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Those markers are?
Yeah. Hey. Annoying. Yeah, these things are like freaking, you know, $4 each to replace. Which I mean, it doesn't sound like much, but you're not buying one pen. You're buying.
Right.
Buying
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Drop some.
No.
Oh, I host. Well, I sat in for another drawn and quartered fan edition.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. So we have a new contender named Ryan. He ended up winning with a silhouette.
A silhouette.
Yeah, because they did the Frank Miller Batman challenge.
Wasn't doing a page out of the John Malin playbook.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, I got a feeling that the big throwdown on next drawn and quarter is going to be the battle of the silhouettes.
Too funny. So what is the next drawn and quartered?
Oh yeah, I don't know. Good question. What are you planning?
I don't know. I haven't put any thought into it as yet. So
probably a different genre, maybe. Video. Well, did we do video games?
Yeah, well, wait.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah, Tomb Raider. That was a video game.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. But we don't want to do that again.
Yeah. Cartoons from the 1980s.
We did that too.
Did we? What did we do with that?
Skeletor.
No, gross.
Let's
see.
I know, right? We need some ideas. Hey, chat, what do you got? Give us some ideas for the next drawn and quartered.
Solid classic literature.
Classic literature. Classic monsters.
Yeah.
Classic literature. Yes, I'm gonna do Pip from Great Expectations.
Yeah. Well, Moby Dick. Well, I guess that'd just be a whale. Mike would have the advantage on that.
Yes, because I've tasted the flesh of a whale. Fantasy characters. Oh yeah. Could do some Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones. I'd have the advantage.
Yeah, that's not home field advantage.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'd be down with that as long as we have a character that everyone can be familiar with.
All right. Probably Lord of the Rings stuff.
Yeah.
Or The Hobbit, or
yeah, Gollum in Gollum's cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
Yeah. Everyone do your best impression of anorexic dude squatted on a rock. With a little beam of light shining down upon the rock from
Giant
a tall cavern.
Don't forget his giant feet.
Oh, yeah.
Don't make John Malin draw Bigfoot.
Don't make John Malin draw Bigfoot. How about we don't make him draw werewolves, because we never know what he'll do.
What? I know the rules. Keep it clean. Yeah.
Hey, you missed my UFO anal probe video.
No, you were only on that for 30 minutes.
Well, you're going to come in at 45?
Oh, no. When I saw it, it was over.
Oh.
Yeah,
Where
I'm
were
like,
you?
oh. I'm like, Mike wrote me about some alien probes. I'm like, okay. And then I went and looked at your channel, and it had ended the stream. Yeah.
Apologies. I didn't want to extend that probe too much.
Kathy Stark says no feet for Malin. Mm-hmm.
We could do draw in Rob Liefeld style.
Yeah, that was one of the options for the Frank Miller was Rob Liefeld. That'd be fun.
That would be interesting. I've never drawn Rob style.
Yeah, almost everyone on the not almost everyone, but like 3 people on the fan edition, like they did straight up recreations of Frank Miller covers or panels or stuff.
Oh, that's just cheating.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because well, Ryan, who won, he did his own thing. But I even said, I'm like, if he would have wrote F, like capital F, capital M, right next to his finished drawing, it would have been almost indistinguishable from Frank Miller. Yeah.
Ever tell you Marvel sent me Frank's art returns once?
I think I might have heard something about you getting some ones. I didn't know it was Miller. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I just opened up my art returns, and in it was a cover of Marvel Age with freaking Daredevil and Black Widow, like jumping down from the sky, all black background. I was like, freaking hell, man!
What'd you do? Did you just contact them and have it sent back, or were?
I contacted Marvel and I said, you sent me Frank Miller's art returns. And they're like, oh, okay, you can send it back. I'm like, no, just give me his phone number. I'll do it.
That's what I'm saying. Did you do that or no?
Yeah. Yeah. So I called him and he was screening his calls, of course. And so I'm like, hi, this is Mike Miller. I also work for Marvel. And Marvel sent me your original cover art returns. And I hear this fumbling with the phone. He's all, hello, hello, hello. Screening your calls there, huh? Right?
Nice. So did you get to meet him for a handoff or what?
No, I sent it to him because he lived in LA. I didn't want to drive.
Oh. What?
And then, but
you didn't have the time to drive 2 hours to hand deliver art to Frank freaking Miller?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, chalk that up as one of your life's regrets, Mike. Jeez.
I met him later. I met him at I was working on Superman at the time, and Lois and Clark was the show that was on, and so you know, they invited all of the pretty much everybody that worked at DC who was on the West Coast could come out to this Lois and Clark sort of party. And so I met him there, and gosh, he was really creepy because he was just leering at my wife.
Yeah. Well, he was probably like, aren't you the voodoo? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a fan too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's like, can you sign my? Wasn't there a trading card? Can you sign my trading card? It's in the car.
It's in the back of this van here.
Yeah, let me tell you how your world could have went, Mike. You could have done that 2-hour drive to LA, hung out with Frank Miller maybe all day because he might not have had anything better to do, and he wanted to be nice to you for returning all this artwork to him, and maybe he would have met a Hollywood friend of his. Maybe Robert Rodriguez would have been hanging around back in those days somewhere. Who knows? Anyways, and then when you would have went and saw him that second time, it would have been, Mike, how you doing, Mike? Oh, man, hey, remember Robert Rodriguez? Oh, yeah, we did a movie. Yeah, man. Here's his number. He said to get a hold of him.
Yeah.
But because you didn't go and drop off that artwork, it became an awkward situation, Mike.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Think about that for a while.
I'm okay with that. You let your imagination run away with you there, John.
No, not at all. This is scientific fact.
This is definitely what would have happened had you only somehow gotten Frank to agree to meet you instead of mailing.
Yeah, Frank, meet me at Starbucks, LA. I'll be there in 3 hours. Okay. Done.
Where were you when I needed you, man?
I know. Look, dude, I'm hanging out. I'm coming out there anyways tomorrow. If you're, still in the state, let me know. I'll meet you wherever you're at. Starbucks. Oh yeah, you're coming out here. What are you coming out here for? I got a buddy. He does some work out in the LA area. Right now, his name's Tom Cruise. Yeah. You could have just fed him a line, dude. You would have been in like Flynn.
Yeah. It's your cousin, Mike.
You guys could have been like cousins if you would have went out there.
Right. Yeah. True.
You could have been on the set of Sin City.
Yeah. This was 1994.
Yeah, well, that's why you would have wanted to do it, because he was already legend status for comics, but for the films, when the films rolled around, he would have called you up, Mike, guess what? And you've been like, what, Frank? He's like, dude, they're gonna make a movie on Sin City. You believe that? Okay, Frank. No, man, I want you to come out. I want you to come out, Mike, and meet Robert. Oh, well, okay.
That sounds entirely plausible.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how your relationship with Rob works, right?
Yeah. I said, introduce me to all your friends, especially Tom Cruise.
Yeah, that's a funny story, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Are you the one that told that story? The Rob being late story?
No, I don't think so.
How? You know it though, right?
Is this about a meetup with Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you don't know it?
Probably heard it. Look, man, I got a memory like what's his name? Sam from Quantum Leap. Swiss cheese. Go ahead.
Okay, so he's got a meeting with Tom Cruise to discuss one of the, I don't remember what freaking project he was optioning, but he shows up like 20 minutes late, and Tom Cruise like grabs him before the movie meeting starts, because it's already supposed to have started. He like grabs Rob and drags him into some other quiet private room and starts yelling at him about being late, because this is Hollywood and these are professional people and their time is valuable and blah blah blah, and he's like yelling at him for 5 minutes, and then he's like, all right, you ready to go make a deal? He's like, yeah. And then they went out and back into the other room, but he's like, man, it's so cool, I got yelled at by Tom Cruise.
No, I haven't heard that. That's funny.
All right, I think I'm done here.
But he's right. Tom would have been right in that situation.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When you got an opportunity, man, you gotta make the best of it. And here you are. Yeah, don't worry, Frank. I'll send it back to Marvel. They'll send it to you.
No. I got his address.
Or I'll send this out to your P.O. box, Frank. No, man, you should have been out there. Frank, love your Sin City work, dude.
Press in the flesh, right?
Yeah.
Press in the flesh. All right, what do you think? It's done.
What are you doing about the bottom? You gonna frame that off or something?
No.
Or are you just gonna leave that like that? You're not gonna give a clean line down below there?
Negative.
You artist types.
I know. Here, I'll just cut the paper.
Yeah.
All right, let me sign this someplace. Oops. Actually, maybe I should scan it before I sign it. Yeah, I'll scan it first. All right. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys think in the peanut gallery there? I want that drawing. Give it to me. Mine. No, sorry. This was already spoken for. So you may not have it. Oh, shoot. You know what I didn't fix? I didn't fix. Where's the bit? These are supposed to be black.
But yeah, if Todd McFarlane lived in Michigan, like 2 hours drive from me, and all of a sudden I had his artwork in my mailbox, and I was able to get him on the phone, I'd be like, yeah, dude, let's meet up halfway. Yeah, I would have tried for halfway, but then if he would have been like, no, dude, just mail it. I've been never mind, man. I'll drive out there. Give me your address. Yeah. Oh yeah, I would have done whatever I could have to make that meetup happen, man. Even ransom, if I had to.
Or you could have just held on to the artwork.
Yeah, I mean, Todd, you're gonna come out here now, buddy, and we're gonna be best friends.
You are inviting me to your next wedding.
Yeah. Yeah. Todd's the only one that I would ever go to any real crazy length for, I think. I mean, not that length, but
to stalk.
Yeah.
Todd's the only guy I would stalk.
Yeah, he's the only one I'd ever stalk ever.
Too funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'm done, which means I guess this stream is done. So, John Shades of Misery Malin.
What? Is that something like Misery, like the movie?
Yeah.
Get Todd McFarlane hobbled up and
yep.
You tried to leave, Todd.
You're gonna write me a whole new chapter of Spawn.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yeah. Give me that final issue, Todd.
Okay. Well, thanks for jumping on. We'll do something later today, probably Aloha Hour. Or maybe we'll do that that other thing, the Night's Watch.
Oh, is there going to be an episode to be covered, like episode 3 or what?
No, it would just be talking about the trailer dropping.
No. Oh, that Big Nothing Burger?
The Big Nothing Burger, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Actually, I got a phone call right now, Mike, so I'm going to drop out real quick, okay?
Okay, bye.
All right, bye, everyone.
All right, so awesome. What up? We'll pay double. For who will pay double? Do you know who Revon was? I knew, although I don't know a lot. Lurking and watching, but I got here late. Malin, same. How'd he get out of the cockadoodie car? All right, guys. Thanks for being here. I don't even know how long has this been going on. This has been a 2-hour stream. And I'm going to see if I can end it on exactly 50. I think I'm over. 4. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. I'm out. I'll see you next time. Peace.